We know they're good at basketball and make a lot of money through this, but do we really know how much money they do have? Alongside their career, professional players may have sponsorship deals and gigs that give them extra income we forget about. In today's video, we will be discussing NBA players that are so much richer than you thought. Kobe Bryant. He played shooting guard with the Los Angeles Lakers in the National Basketball Association for his entire 20-year career. One of the best basketball players of all time, Bryant was a 5-time NBA champion, an 18-time All-Star, a 15-time All-NBA team player, a 12-time All-Defensive Team member, the 2008 NBA Most Valuable Player, and a 2-time NBA Finals MVP. Kobe Bryant has used his earnings from 5 NBA championships to enter the financial world. Detail, a popular ESPN show in which he spotlights several facets of a player's game, was established by him. Bryant also launched Kobe Inc., a firm that specializes in technology, data, and public relations. Alongside these earnings, Bryant has had previous brand deals and sponsorships which add to his big earnings. Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 other passengers died in a helicopter crash on January 26, 2020, when he was 41 years old. His net worth was reported to be $600 million at the time of his death. Grant Hill. Grant Henry Hill is a co-owner and executive of the Atlanta Hawks of the National Basketball Association and a former professional basketball player in the United States. He was a member of Duke University's basketball team and is largely regarded as one of its best players. Hill played in the NBA for 4 clubs during his professional career, including the Detroit Pistons, Orlando Magic, Phoenix Suns, and Los Angeles Clippers. After 4 years of college basketball, he spent the majority of his career as a small forward. Hill also co-hosts NBA TV's NBA Inside Stuff. If Grant Hill's ankles had held up, who knows what kind of greatness he could have shown. Surprisingly, after resigning from the NBA, he has improved his net worth. The Atlanta Hawks are part owned by Hill. Despite the fact that he has increased his personal worth by $40 million since retiring, there are a few specifics concerning his ownership of the team. Regardless, Hill and the Hawks have a bright future ahead of them. Trae Young is fast establishing himself as one of the most marketable players in the NBA. Hill's current net worth sits at around $180 million. Magic Johnson. Earvin Magic Johnson Jr. is a former NBA basketball player and the former head of basketball operations for the LA Lakers. Often recognized as the greatest point guard of all time, Johnson was named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history in '96 after 13 seasons with the Lakers. The Michigan State Spartan may be a greater businessman than he is a basketball player. Magic Johnson is a part owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Sparks, and LAFC Major League Soccer Club, as well as a movie theater investor. Even though he left as vice president of basketball operations at the end of 2018-19 season, he still owns a portion of the LA Lakers. His net worth sits at a whopping $600 million due to all his success on and off the court, including his basketball career. An entrepreneur, a philanthropist, a broadcaster, and a motivational speaker, a man with many talents. LeBron James. LeBron Ramon James Sr. is an NBA basketball player who plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest players in NBA history, and he's frequently compared to Michael Jordan in disputes over who is the best basketball player of all time. LeBron James has become a global icon since being picked first overall in the 2003 NBA draft. He is the face of Nike basketball and has a lifetime deal. He also worked on a variety of multimedia projects. James has made a $35 million investment in a pizza franchise, Blaze Pizza. He's a part owner of Liverpool in the English Premier League and has a $100 million sponsorship agreement with Samsung. Spring Hill Entertainment, James's production company, has also ventured into the video game industry. It was responsible for this year's My Career mode in NBA 2K20. James's current net worth sits at around $480 million. Luol Deng. Luol Aju Deng, OBE, is a former professional basketball player of South Sudanese and British descent. In 2012, he was named to the NBA All-Defensive Second Team after becoming a 2-time NBA All-Star. As a 19-year-old, he was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team in 2005. Luol Deng had a successful NBA career, but his ability to build a sizable investment portfolio earns him a spot on this list. Deng began by investing in hotels and resorts through connections he made during his time at Duke and with the Chicago Bulls. He's since bought rental properties all throughout the country and established himself as a pioneer in financial techniques for young NBA players. Since its beginning, Deng's performance at the annual Rookie Symposium has been highly acclaimed. Deng's investments are only expected to increase. Deng has a relatively high net worth of $125 million. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Tyrone Wade Wade Jr. is a former professional basketball player from the United States. Wade played for the Miami Heat of the National Basketball Association for the most of his 16-year career, winning 3 NBA championships while doing so. He was a 13-time NBA All-Star, an 8-time member of the All-NBA team, and a 3-time member of the All-Defensive team. Wade earned more than $196 million in the NBA over the course of his career, the majority of which was paid by the Miami Heat. Wade used to be sponsored by Converse and Jordan, but now earns $12 million a year from Li Ning, a Chinese corporation. Wade's wife, actress Gabrielle Union, is worth $40 million in her own right. His current net worth is estimated to be over $170 million. Michael Jordan. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, better known by his initials MJ, is an American businessman and former professional basketball player. He's the majority owner and chairman of the Charlotte Hornets of the NBA and 23-9 Racing of the NASCAR Cup Series. He was a 15-year NBA veteran who won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. Jordan is not just the best basketball player of all time, but also the wealthiest. His initial endorsement agreement with Nike, combined with his legendary position in the basketball world, enabled him to launch the Jordan brand, which continues to sponsor many of the league's finest players. Jordan sneakers are also without a doubt the most well-known and influential piece of clothing ever created. His financial fortune is largely based on the sale of sneakers. Jordan is also the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets, which Forbes estimates to be worth $725 million. Jordan's net worth is currently at a huge amount of $1.8 billion, towering over every other professional basketball player. Kevin Durant. Kevin Wayne Durant, better known by his initials KD, is an NBA basketball player who currently plays for the Brooklyn Nets of the National Basketball Association. He was the second overall choice in the 2007 NBA draft by the Seattle Supersonics after 1 season of collegiate basketball with the Texas Longhorns. He spent 9 seasons with the team, which changed its name to Oklahoma City Thunder in 2008, until joining the Golden State Warriors in 2016, where he won back-to-back titles in 2017 and 2018. Durant has established himself as one of the greatest scorers in the NBA history, earning approximately $265 million in his career while playing for the Seattle Supersonics, Oklahoma City Thunder, Golden State Warriors, and now the Brooklyn Nets. Durant, a 2-time NBA Finals MVP, will earn $40.9 million in 2021-2022 and has a $42.8 million player option for 2022-23. He also earns $26 million a year from his Nike shoe contract. His net worth to this date sits at $170 million. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille Rashawn O'Neal, better known by his nickname Shaq, is an American former professional basketball player who now works as a sports analyst for ESPN's Inside the NBA. O'Neal is widely recognized as one of the all-time great basketball players and centers. He won 4 NBA championships in his 19-year career with 6 different teams in the NBA. If you asked Shaq to film a commercial with you in your basement, there's a good chance he'd agree, as long as you gave him enough money. O'Neal was one of the most dominant big players in NBA history, earning more than $285 million throughout his career and enjoying a lot of post-career success. Shaq is now featured in advertisements for the General and Gold Bond, although he has also endorsed Burger King, Pepsi, and Reebok, among others. It's also reasonable to believe that O'Neal is paid well for his work on TBS Inside the NBA. His net worth sits at a large amount of $400 million. Who would have thought so many professional basketball players make so much coin? All very big names. They've had great basketball careers and are now reaping the benefits of sponsorships and brand deals to add to their large net worths. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on any new and upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.